they rap a lot, I'm asked to be an Indian. Again, I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When the 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, come boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good morning to one and to all, and welcome to day number 3 of the 38th edition of this Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. My name is Todd Duke. Matt Clark is along, as well as Zach Roseman, and then a little bit later on, of course, we'll have Dr. Chris McCluskey come in for the Collinsville 5th place contest. But we are going to get you started here today with a little pre-game kind of information, if you will.
Almost a pre-day informational discussion about what's to come for the last day of the tournament. Day 2 was so much fun, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was. It was a blast. It was a little long. We had that overtime game, and that caused everything to be set back by about 45 minutes or so, but we survived. We are back for championship day. Also a day I like to call Purple Blazer Day because that's usually when Coach Lee breaks out the purple blazer. All right, so we're going to begin here in a little bit with Alton versus Granite City in the 13th place game. We will then move to the 11th place game as Mundelein and Alton-12 will take the court. After that, game number 28 has us back over on the winner's side. We'll do the 7th place game between O'Fallon and Collierville, Tennessee. Game 29, that's that 5th place game between the Collinsville K-Hawks and the Lincoln Railers. And then at 4:30, it's the Consolation Championship, also known as the 9th place game. That's going to take place between Triad and McClure North. And after that, it's time to crown 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, if you will, as 6 o'clock game has the Battle of the East. Belleville East versus Rockford East, and the championship game has MacArthur taking on Quincy. A lot to look forward to today, especially that championship game.
Now, that championship game is going to be really cool. There's a lot of people that really thought MacArthur and Quincy were the 2 best teams coming into it, and they have proven that they are been the 2 most consistent teams into the game. What a comeback from MacArthur last night. You and I had an absolute ball calling that incredible OT win over the Decatur, or over the Belleville East Lancers, and I mean, I have a feeling that momentum and that excitement is going to carry over for MacArthur into this game, but it should be a good matchup. Bradley Longcore is a great player for Quincy, and, I think both teams have a very good shot of finding themselves with the ultimate golden trophy at the end of our evening today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of Quincy fans in this area as well, so I think Quincy and their fans are going to have a great showing in that championship game. I'm looking forward to that third-place game too, man. Rockford East and Belleville East, they match up pretty well.
They do match up pretty well. It's going to be a lot of scoring against for Belleville East and Rockford East. It's been a great tournament for Rockford East. I'd say they are really satisfied with their work. It's going to be interesting, though. I hear that Jordan Pickett is going to have his new head coach coming in, Brian Baroni. When he goes to SIUE, we'll be here at 6 o'clock to watch him play, so that should be exciting. Matthew Hord's been really good for Rockford East. He probably will make all-tournament team, and it's been a really good tournament for Roy Sackmaster, and I think regardless of what happens in the Belleville East game, Rockford East have steadied the ship on their season. They now go into their conference play a lot more complete and solid than they were coming into this tournament.
Lincoln and Collinsville provide the entertainment in the fifth-place game, and always fun when you can watch Lincoln play, and this time we get to watch them play against our team.
Oh, yeah. I still remember one of the earliest memories I have of this tournament was back in 2014 when Collinsville beat a Jordan Goodwin-led Belleville Alton-12 team in the semifinals, and we thought we were going to win the championship, and a really well-coached Neil Alexander Lincoln team beat us in the championship for, I believe, tournament title number 6. They are an absolutely fantastic team. Collinsville's going to have their work cut out for them. Keon Carson is a fantastic player. Just at 5'6", he feels like he plays as if he's at 6'1". He's so quick, and it's going to be important for Collinsville to really guard that three-point line, and they're going to have to find a way to score. If they go cold, it could be a really rough day. We saw that with O'Fallon scoring 0 points against Lincoln in the third quarter of yesterday's game in the fifth-place semifinal.
Speaking of O'Fallon, they find themselves relegated to the seventh-place game against Collierville, Tennessee, and O'Fallon's disappointed with that showing.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing, and right now, I mean, you're talking about a team that was 9-2 coming into this tournament and undefeated going to conference play. They looked lost against Lincoln in that game. Obviously, they had a tough time against MacArthur, couldn't get that revenge game from the tournament championship, but they did not, obviously, you're not competing for a championship anymore, but you still have to put on a good showing. They didn't do that against Lincoln, but they'll have the opportunity to come back against a Collierville team who's missing one of their top stars, Alex Vandenberg. I assume that he won't play today, and so it'll be an opportunity for O'Fallon to kind of fix some of their kinks that they have seen in this tournament.
And, of course, you have the other 3 games for 11th place, 9th place, and 13th place, and everybody's like, those are just the games that they have to play to finish out the tournament. But you can't discount those games because those are actually good matchups.
Yeah, they are. I'm really excited about obviously this matchup, Alton-Granite City.
2 former Southwestern Conference foes.
It should be good. These are 2 teams that have been struggling this season. They really need to pick me up. You've got that McClure North Tri game. They've never played each other in the 21st century, so we've got some good matchups here on the other side of the bracket. It's going to be the team who wants it more and cares more about winning that's going to win those games.
All right, Matt Clark will have the first half play-by-play of the game coming up next between Alton and Granite City. Zach Roseman will join him on the color commentary, and then they'll swap roles as the second half moves along. I will be back for the 11:30 game between Mundelein and Altoff as we get you set for championship day here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Softwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KHOCSports.com and the KHOC Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the KHOC Sports Network and KHOCSports.com.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from KHOC Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
And a very good morning to you, and welcome to day number 3 of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, the 38th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic on the KHOC Sports Network. My name is Matthew Clark, and I am joined alongside Zach Robeson for our first game of the day. It's going to be against the Granite City Warriors and the Alton Redbirds in a battle for 15th place. We've just got our starters here, so we'll give them to you real fast before we break down this one for you. Looks like Granite City's going to stay the same as they have done this entire tournament. It'll be looking like Ivan Gaston will start, the 6'2 junior forward. Trayvon Bond, 5'10 guard, that's a senior. And Mario Brown alongside him in a 6'3 guard. He's a junior as well. Alex Boyer will get the start alongside Octavio Huerta. Huerta is 6'1, Boyer is 6'2. They are both juniors. For Alton, they will trot out their number 20, Alex Macias. That's a 5'10 guard. Number 12, who I'm trying to find, Kobe Taylor. And we've also got out there number 1, Hassani Elliott, number 4, Byron Stampley Jr., and number 15, Tyreus Jones. Tip-off here, Alton in the red, Granite City in the white, and Granite City wins the tip and will move right to left on your TV screen. Good morning, and we're glad you joined us. Octavio Huerta will splash a 3. Immediately, Octavio Huerta gives the Warriors a 3-point lead. Granite City was last in the tournament in points per game thus far with 32 points per game starting this tournament, and so they're going to need some baskets if they want to beat Alton, but Alton have given up has given up some of the lowest 3-point field goals in the tournament, and you can hear the energy coming from the Granite City bench. So Elliott will bring it out. Granite City playing in sort of a 1-2-2 zone here. Macias back to Elliott on that left side. Alton in the red-gray numbers here for him, and that's a steal. Granite City will go the other way. It's Bond with the lead on the break, and Gaston couldn't just quite corral it. And that will go to the Redbirds. Zach, I'll bring you in here. Good morning. How are you doing today? And what do you see out of these two teams today?
Yeah, not too bad so far. A nice start from Huerta, just walking up and draining the 3 early. Should be a pretty intriguing matchup. You know, Alton of a team that definitely have had their struggles, but able to pick up just their second win of the year over Oakville last night. And, you know, Granite, a team that maybe wanted to do a little bit better in this tournament, but here now, and should be a pretty good matchup.
Taylor outside to Macias, but tried the Euro step floater nowhere near the net, and Huerta gets the rebound, and Trayvon Bond will push the pace again in those really light green shoes. Huerta.
Definitely bright.
Yep. Dylan Dudley screaming loud on the Alton bench here at 10 a.m. in the morning. I saw him with a cup of coffee. Alton got here at 9 a.m., even maybe earlier. Octavio Huerta, who made his first shot, that was the first shot he attempted in this tournament with that made three to give Granite City the 3-0 lead. Huerta inside to Mario Brown, who's not had the best tournament this season. He's 10 of 18 from the field, but not a lot of buckets. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Granite City will have to get a shot up. Bond for the shot, no good, and rebound to Tyreus Jones. And Dudley was screaming for him to push. Elliott will do so for him. Outside now, Stampley, who missed the first game against Quincy. We didn't get to watch him, but he did well in the Aux Gym. But he misses the three there, and Bond will push for the Warriors again. They've been on the break quite a few times. Gaston and now Bond outside corner for Mario Brown for three. Drained it, and Granite City have 2 quick threes on the day. They were 9 of 33 coming into this game. They played 2 games. They lost to Lincoln, and they had beaten, what was it, Oakville. And their other game, they lost to McClure North. So they're 0-2, Granite City. There's a foul on Trayvon Bond. I messed that up. It's actually, they are 0-2. They lost to Lincoln in the opening game. In their opener in game number 4, we were on the call for that one, and they also lost to McClure North. And they only scored 21 points in that McClure North game. That was in the Aux Gym. Both of these teams are in the consolation bracket. Elliott drives left, and Stampley outside to Macias. Tyreus Jones, who had quite the game against Quincy when we saw him play late at night on day 1. Elliott will drive left into the lane, and that one will miss. Rebound to Kobe Taylor. Shot clock resets. Now a three. That's no good. That one was shot by Tyreus Jones.
Great box out by Huerta there.
Huerta will push the pace. Milton Dowell is checked in for the first time for Granite City. Bond and head coach Gerard Moore will set up the offense. Kobe Taylor, bit of a screen offense here. Bond got it over to Brown and Dowell. Boyer now with the basketball. Huerta, shot fake, outside. Mario Brown decides not to pull for 3. 5 seconds on the shot clock again for Granite City. Bond will look for trying to pull up a shot, and he traveled on the way there. And a good stop from Alton.
Yeah, Coach Dudley, this is my first time getting to see him coach, and seems like a pretty intense guy, really getting after it here at 10 o'clock on a rainy Friday morning.
Yep, Dylan Dudley taking over a team that went 4-23 last year, Alton. They've started the season 2-10 with a win over Oakville here in the tournament. That was last night, a big 3-point win. Hopefully Alton used that to kickstart their season. Steal from Trayvon Bond. Mario Brown on the break. Slam from Mario Brown. And Granite City's out to an 8-0 run. He's done that before, and he's done it again for Granite City.
Yeah, nice. Got the run out there and able to just get it up and put it down.
Couple of steals from this Granite City zone. Inside to Taylor. Pushes it out. 3-pointer from Tyreus Jones. A lot of Alton shots have been short. That's another one that falls short as well. And here come Granite City as they push again. Brown driving left. Surveying. And Alton better be careful here because halfway through the first quarter, it's been all Granite City. Boyer. Bond. Contested 3. No good. And Kobe Taylor with the rebound. Taylor guarded closely by Bond. Looking on the outside, broke the trap. Asani Elliott in the middle. He's more of a left-handed driver. And Dudley telling him to move it. You could probably, with the lack of people here in this gym right now, you could probably hear every word that Dylan Dudley is saying on the sideline for Alton. Elliott, wide open 3 on the left corner for Stampley. That is no good. Another shot has ended short. And if Alton can't make shots in this game, they are not going to be in good shape. They've averaged 43.7 points per game coming into this tournament. Or coming into this game. They've averaged 43.7 in this tournament. Brown, that's an open 3. Air ball, and that will go out of bounds. Alton with the rebound. Still the Redbirds, no score. We saw O'Fallon have a scoreless quarter earlier in this game, as it looks like
Jamion Everidge in for the Redbirds.
Yep, Jamion Everidge.
Jaden Moore and Tristan Riggins in for the Warriors as well.
So Moore and Riggins give Mario Brown and Alex Boyer a little bit of rest. Granite City in a 1-2-2 zone trap. Alton have had no trouble with that, but they've had a little trouble with some of the other stuff in terms of having a good half-court set. Enveridge. That's Tyrese Jones. Swing pass. One more to Enveridge. He'll drive inside with a little Euro. Didn't get it on the rim, and that is rebounded, and Granite City can look to push the pace here. That was Jaden Moore with the rebound. And walking it up the court is number 0, Tristan Riggins, and he is fouled by Tyrese Jones.
They're going to get a 10-second violation.
Oh, a 10-second violation. See, there's been a couple of those here in this tournament that I thought, they could be 10 seconds. Tristan Riggins just took a little too much time, and the referees here at 10 o'clock in the morning are sharp, and they are going to call that. Everidge outside Stampley, who has been cold so far for the Redbirds. He's their leading scorer. Stampley, corner, Everidge. Good, nice pass inside to Kobe Taylor, and Alton is on the board.
Taylor just kind of able to slip down there on the baseline against the Granite 1-2-2, wide open. See, Granite going to make a line change here at the next stoppage.
Yep. Gerard Moore not happy with what he saw there on that defensive possession. There's a steal. Hassani Elliott and Bolton could get some more points here. Everidge will go on his own, looking for the layup, and Jamion Everidge has come off the bench and given Alton some good minutes here. A score and an assist, and timeout to Gerard Moore. Granite City had an 8-0 run. Alton has halved the deficit. It'll be a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back after it on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family-owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Back with you here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Granite City 8, Alton 4, and a tale of two teams who have not had their best tournaments here. Granite City sit at a record of 5-7, Alton at 2-10. So this could be a big game for a team to gain momentum in their season. Really good press here by Alton, and Trayvon Bond's trying to break it. Bond just barely gets across half court, and now Granite City have some numbers. But Alton with the stifling defense, they're starting to get a little excited on the bench. Mario Brown will go up with the layup. He was tripped, but no foul call, as it looked like Everidge was going to try to take the charge there. Stampley now to Hassani Elliott, and Granite City will look for more will look to defend more. Alton on a 6-0 run now. Kobe Taylor with this second basket. He's been getting inside a couple of times.
Yeah, you got to be able to guard the middle in the 1-2-2, and Granite unable to do that. And a turnover there. Pressure from Alton doing good work.
The energy from Alton is infectious right now. Here's Everidge again. He'll have an open three here. He'll look to fire. Short again. Rebound to Alex Boyer. Alton came into this game shooting 28% from three, and believe it or not, that's in the top half of our teams in this tournament this year. Under a minute to go. Bad three-point shooting by a lot of teams in this tournament, Zach, I tell you.
Yeah, it's definitely been a little bit of a struggle, more so than in years past, if I had to guess.
Bond will set up the offense, 11 seconds on the shot clock. That's Gaston looking at the top of the key. And Mario Brown with the shot. That's a foul. Alex Boyer played the high-low, and Brown will go to the line for the first time today. That'll be our first free throws of the game.
Yeah, foul will be on Kobe Taylor. His first, as we'll see, Huerta and Dowell come in at the next opportunity for the Warriors.
Well, we have seen Mario Brown do decent at this tournament, 13.5 points per game. He's 4 or 5 from the free throw line, so he's a decent free throw shooter at that. But he's a guy who can play and have a little more impact on the game. I mean, he had 31 in a game earlier this season. He's shooting 54% from the field coming into this tournament, and again, 89% from the free throw line. So these are as sure as you can get as Granite City's able to stop the Alton run. Brown misses the free throw, but got his own rebound. Will go up with the floater, didn't get it. And Mario Brown a little frustrated there.
Yeah, maybe.
And Dylan Dudley is is like, his jaw is dropped on the sideline. He can't believe that his team gave up the offensive rebound, but Alton will have a chance to tie it or get a little bit closer here. 6 seconds on the clock. Hassani Elliott, that ball is thrown away. Granite City basketball. I thought it may have been tipped, but it doesn't look like it, and Granite City will have a heave here possibly at the end of the quarter. So Huerta looks to Bond. 2 seconds and one. He'll heave one down the court. That's going to be short. And the Granite City Warriors with a good start to the first quarter, but Alton has made it close 9-6 after one quarter, and we're back with the second one on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Do we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from K-Hawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Game number one here on day number 3 of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, and we're about to bring you quarter number 2 for the Alton Redbirds, who are sitting at, again, 2-10 on the season. Good win over Oakville. That's their first win since their first game of the season when they beat Carnahan. They've been led by Byron Stampley a couple of times. Now, he missed the first game due to a suspension, but Byron Stampley has had 29 points twice, and when he came back in the Ox Gym, he had a couple of good games last night, 15 versus Triad, where Alton lost by 10, and then 13 versus Oakville in that 3-point victory, but still held off the scorer sheet here. So I imagine you would say that Byron Stampley has to get a little bit more involved.
Yeah, I mean, Alton, have been able to do all right. You know, Taylor's gotten a couple of buckets and, you know, been able to keep it competitive, but yeah, he's going to have to get going if they want to have consistent success.
Elliott, nice drive, but the pass was not as nice, and it's thrown away again. Alton with a couple of turnovers thus far.
More in for Boyer for the Warriors, and Coach Dudley maintaining that intensity.
Yeah, we talking about the two most intense coaches here. Talking about Therese Bryson from the MacArthur Generals and Dylan Dudley from the Alton Redbirds, but it's awesome to have that intensity. Huerta drives it down, and it's stolen away by Elliott before the Granite City Warriors could get to it. Elliott outside. They'll have another open three here, and then they'll fire it, and that is good. That is Jamion Everidge, who now has 5 points, and Alton are tied here. And there's a steal possibly for Alton. Getting on the floor is Byron Stampley Jr. Taylor found the basketball. Everidge back into the middle with the layup, and it's good. Jamion Everidge came to play today. I guess he had the right kind of cereal for breakfast today.
Yeah, I guess he ate his Wheaties this morning.
Brown inside. Nice little step through, and that's a bucket for Mario Brown. Tie game again.
Yeah, Brown up to 8 points now, and that's kind of the capability he had. Really nice athletic hop step there, and went straight up for the basket.
Everidge outside, and that was Elliott to Everidge, and might not want to give him another three if you're Granite City. Tyus Jones. Elliott tried to lob it over to Taylor, but he didn't get there. Got the ball back, and Alton saved the possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and Stampley will have the basketball. Granite City still in that zone defense. Stampley will pull for three here. That's going to the left and nowhere near for Alton's leading scorer, Byron Stampley Jr.
And we'll see Macias come in, and Boyer will enter for the Warriors. Coach Dudley going with a pretty short bench here. He's only played 6 guys so far.
And yeah, we saw in the Quincy game, every Alton player got to find their way onto the court. Blake Hall is a good three-point shooter for Alton. We saw him also play. That's going to be back to the Granite City Warriors as Macias got a hand in there.
Yeah, notice him suffered an
ankle injury. And
on the bench in street clothes, so we will not be seeing him today.
I spoke to him earlier today. That's a steal by Macias. I'll get to that in a moment. And Toby Taylor finishes. Alton have their first lead of the game. Good response by the Redbirds after going down 8-0.
Yeah,
Jones, Mario Brown Boyer back to Mario Brown. The layup is just short, but Brown finds his own rebound. Alton had some rough times on the rebounds. They were out-rebounded by 18 against Quincy. They were out-rebounded by 19 against Alton and out-rebounded by 5. Out-rebounded by 19 against Triad and out-rebounded by 5 against Oakville. And if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to keep the Warriors off of the boards.
Yeah, neither team with a lot of size. It's one of those things where you just got to be able to hustle harder than the guy next to you. And, that'll be the difference in terms of getting rebounds.
Boyer trying with the little spin move. Floater, no good. Tried to get his own rebound, but it just goes off of Boyer, and that's out of bounds. Boyer, not the best scorer for Granite City, and he is now 1 of 8 from the field in this tournament for the Warriors.
Yeah, him and Huerta, not really guys that are relied upon to score a lot, but they're going to defend, they're going to rebound, and that's why they're getting playing time for Coach Moore.
We were just speaking about Blake Hall. I talked to him earlier today, the Alton forward, normally a starter, and he said he is out for a couple of weeks. So that'll be something that Dylan Dudley will have to work with as he is pacing alongside the Alton sideline. Macias, Enveridge now. It's been a good Granite City zone, but Alton have started to knock their shots down.
Yeah, kind of a 1-3-1 matching up pretty hard with the Warriors.
Everidge tried the Euro step and then got outside to Macias. Another chance for Alton late in the shot clock. Stampley's going to have to throw one up here, and it falls! Alton's getting some luck here, and the few Redbird fans that have made the travel are pretty happy with themselves now. It's been a 15-3 Alton run. Brown, nice little back cut, and that's going to be an easy bucket for number 4 for the Granite City Warriors. Alvin Valentine, who just came in, and it'll be a second timeout for Gerard Moore. And Dylan Dudley's trying to discuss this. He thought that they had the ball and that Granite City couldn't take the timeout, and I guess they haven't. So they had the ball inbounded before Gerard Moore took the timeout. It's good from the referee, realized his mistake, and we will play on.
Yeah. And now Coach Dudley will take the time to talk to Elliott and Taylor before sending them on their way.
Don't see that very much in high school basketball, but trying to make sure that they know what they're doing. Everidge heaves a shot up there. It was no good. And, Granite City almost missed the pass. Boyer wasn't paying attention. Normally he wouldn't get the ball in the backcourt there. Trayvon Bond, who's had a quiet game so far, has led the fast break well, but J-Man Everidge is playing good defense. A little bit too close defense there. A little too aggressive. Alton pick up their second foul of the game. J-Man Everidge, back in the day, he went 4 of 4 in that Belleville East halftime challenge that they do over at Belleville East.
Yeah,
as an 8th grader, I think.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A thing that they do there at Belleville East. Seen a couple of.
And he made the half-court shot.
Yeah.
Huerta, step back 3. Can he feel it? Oh, yeah, he can feel it. Octavio Huerta, I don't think I knew you could do that. Granite City retake the lead.
Yeah, he really had the Wheaties this morning. Come out and hit 2 3-pointers after scoring 0 points all tournament. He's got 6 now.
And those are tough threes as well, and Granite City feel the energy now. Macias, Stampley now. That's Everidge, actually, who pulled for 3, and he's got it. The transfer from Marquette. And Dylan Dudley will call a 30-second timeout. It's been back and forth here in this second quarter, and we'll be back with the rest of it on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background-checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
All righty, good morning and welcome back to the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach, I wanted to talk to you about something really fast. I was talking to one of our great statisticians, Chris Mitchell, who is works for Granite City, so he's here doing their game today, and he's told me that the three-point shooting in this tournament has been atrocious. As Bond drives left inside, there looked like a kick ball there. We'll get back to the three-point shooting in a minute as Alton takes the basketball. Stampley on the drive. Boyer around him, and it looks like no call there as Boyer tried to take the charge. Stampley tried to get around him, and Stampley lost the basketball, and it goes back to Granite City. But only 3 teams 3 teams, and almost Mundelein, I guess we can count Mundelein at 4, they're at 29.9%,
All right.
have shot over 30% from 3. What do you think that's a combination of? Bad shot taking? Do we just not have good offenses? Is it better defenses in this tournament? What has gone on for just threes to be going clank, clank, clank like a load of bricks?
I mean, we've had, all in all, decent offense. I don't know that the shot clock, maybe the shot clock a little bit, throwing up some desperation shots, but even then, the shot clock hasn't been a huge factor. There's the three-pointer there by Evan Gaston. I mean, I don't know, just in general, teams have been kind of cold. Even, some teams that we traditionally view as pretty good three-point shooting teams, O'Fallon with Wilmoth and Camper, Lincoln as pretty much as a whole, haven't really been able to do a ton, and it's just something that everybody's had to deal with equally.
Well, we've seen some good three-point shooting here. It'll stay with Alton, as I believe it was Everidge who tried to drive in there. And I'll tell you what, it's day number 3, and I think we might have some better three-point shooting just for the namesake here. And that might be something that we'll have to check out. Teams might need to shoot the 3 a little bit better, and especially when, places are on the line now.
Yeah, especially later on when you're, not playing for a trophy here, but playing for honor, if nothing else.
Everidge misses a 3. Taylor rebound and basket. We've had about 5 or 6 lead changes here, but some of Alton's players that we don't really think of as their stars have really stepped up here for the Redbirds in this game.
Yeah, Kobe Taylor up to 6 points. See, Jamion Everidge has 12 of the, Stampley only 2 points, has been quiet. Redbirds sharing the load.
Gaston on the 3, no good, and Asani Elliott will find the rebound here. Alton look to extend their lead. Macias, shot fake over there on the corner by Stampley. He'll get it back outside. Stampley, college range 3, no good. Alton fought for another rebound, and they're going to get it here, I think. They do with Byron Stampley. Granite City zone a little bit out of place. Elliott will drive in, kick out to Stampley, who goes down baseline. One more to pass to Elliott, who goes up with the layup and is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Couldn't get the basket to go.
Yeah, probably going to get Valentine there. We'll see Coach Moore send Jaden Moore in. Not sure if there's any relation there. So we'll see Tyrese Jones come in for the Redbirds.
Elliott is 4 of 12 from the field. 9 of 12 from the free throw line, though. That's not going to happen, though. It'll go to 9 and 13. And Sonny Elliott, 6 foot, 180 forward. He's a sophomore, so he'll have, if Dylan Dudley stays, he'll have this energetic coach for a couple of years.
Yeah, we'll see, seems like Coach Dudley's able there, and he's also the boys golf coach at Alton, and they had a decent amount of success. I believe they had 1 state qualifier, so it seems like Coach Dudley will stick around. Coming up, I think more locally, I think he's from Central Illinois originally, spent last year coaching in Texas.
Yep. So Nolan Catholic guided them to 23 wins, and it was Chris Kuznarik's choice. Kuznarik used to be a coach here at Collinsville High School, so it kind of makes sense that he has his team in this tournament. Low on the shot clock here, a little bit far, and there's going to be a traveling violation.
Yeah, Jaden Moore got it down
Jaden Moore tried to get it down there. You were right, and just couldn't finish it. And Alton will breathe a little bit easier there. They really wanted that stop, didn't they?
Yeah, they got the lead here. Opportunity to, well, not quite hold for one. You can get another bucket here. Get it up as high as 5, and if you can defend down there on the other end, you can take a decent lead into halftime against really an okay Granite City team.
Alton and Granite City have put up a good battle today. It's been a good start to day number 3 here at the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hassani Elliott will pull a jumper. That's no good, and Granite City will most likely take the last shot, but Mario Brown will look to push first. And he'll give it to Huerta. He'll drive left. Pick it back out, 9 seconds to go here. Granite City looking for the tie of the lead here before halftime. Gaston looking to try to get it inside to Boyer, and a tip from Alton, and Gaston will throw a heave, a one-handed heave to the basket. It's off the mark, and the Alton Redbirds are looking to build off of their win against Oakville. They are up 2 on the Granite City Warriors here at halftime. We will give you the halftime stats and give you a little more update on what's to come here on day number 3 at the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KHawkSports.com and the KHawk Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS Class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS Class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS Class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS Class of 99, want to wish all of our K-Hawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a K-Hawk, always a K-Hawk. Hashtag K-Hawk Family.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site, right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville K-Hawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
And we welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. It is 21-19 in favor of the Alton Redbirds at halftime. They take on the Granite City Warriors here in this 13th place game of the 38th annual Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. We've got some halftime stats for you. Leading scorer so far is Jamion Everidge. He has 10 points to lead the Alton Redbirds. Other scorers include Kobe Taylor, who is a perfect 4 of 4 from the field with 8 points. Byron Stampley has 2, and Hassani Elliott has 1. For Granite City, relatively balanced effort. Leading scorer is Mario Brown with 8. Octavio Huerta has 6 on those 2 3-pointers. And then Ivan Gaston has 3, and Alvin Valentine has 2. Rebounding battle being won by the Warriors by a score of 11-10. Turnovers, Granite have 10. That's part of the reason why Alton are leading. The Redbirds have only 5. From the lines, Alton 2 of 10 from 3. Granite 4 of 7, which is a pretty darn good percentage, up over 50%. Granite 1 of 1 from the free throw line, Alton 1 of 2. And both teams shooting Alton 9 of 22 for just under 41%. Granite 7 of 15 for just under 47 points. Alton definitely leading with the bench points, of course, with Jamion Everidge's 10. He did not start. Fast break points even at 4. Alton winning the second chance battle 3-0. And probably the biggest thing is the fact that Granite City have 10 turnovers. Alton able to score 11 of their 21 points off of that. It was 9-6 in favor of the Warriors after first, and the Redbirds outscored the Warriors 15-10 in the second quarter. The score has been tied twice, and we've had 5 lead changes. And that's about all we have for you here for that. We'll be back here in just a few minutes where I'll go ahead and lead you all into the second half. Back in just about 3 minutes or so on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville K-Hawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a K-Hawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Halftime is over, and we're just about ready to start the second half here of this 13th place game. Crowd little bit sparse. But
Sparse, yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
No doubtedly will fill up more as the day goes on. Maybe the slightly adverse weather conditions. It is a rather rainy day here in the St. Louis metropolitan area.
Mm-hmm. And a great first half, you know. It's at least nice, you know. Some of these games can be real stinkers, but Alton have both played, and they've both played hard. And, you know, Alton did go 2 of 10 from 3, so Granite City has kind of accomplished their goal in the first half of, you know, limiting Alton shots and making them miss. But Granite City has turned the ball over 10 times, and still the offensive problems are just rising for Granite City. But Granite City does have a game against Oakville at 4 o'clock in the Aux Gym. Maybe they'll be able to solve them there.
Turnover there and rebounded by Macias. He'll bring it up for the Redbirds. Coach Dudley calls out the play. He'll get it to Elliott in the corner for Stampley. Back to Elliott. Back to Stampley. Stampley will bring it out in the wing and give it over to Macias. He'll pass fake, get it to Stampley. Redbirds taking their time against the Warrior zone. Get it inside to Jones and blocked by Mario Brown.
I tell you what, I have been very impressed with Dylan Dudley's offense here. I understand they've taken a couple of tough shots. That's because Granite City's playing good defense. But when they find those holes in the zone, they have gotten buckets. They've gotten good opportunities.
Yeah, get it inbound there to Stampley. Wide open for 3, and he drains it.
Tell you what, Granite City, we're only down 2 at the half, and Byron Stampley played really poorly. If Byron Stampley starts getting hot, it's going to be tough for Granite City to get back in this game. Yeah. And that doesn't help at all. That's a horrible turnover by Milton Dowell.
Yeah, just drove the lane there and just kind of lost it. No real major contact from any of the Redbirds players. See Granite extend the 1-2-2, and Elliott will bring it up and get it to Macias, and that was kicked by Dowell.
I've been very impressed, really, with Dylan Dudley's coach team. I understand they're 2-10, but I don't know, maybe they've really turned a corner here. This is a Granite City team that has competed well, and they're making them look really rough today.
Yeah, get it into Taylor. He'll put the shot up, fouled by Huerta. Bucket unable to fall. Taylor had 8 points on 4 shooting, so first missed field goal, but he'll have the opportunity to take and hopefully make his first 2 free throws. Misses the first one. Taylor came in 9 of 12, so 75%. All in all, pretty solid. That will drop slightly with that one. Shot up by Taylor, no good. Brown able to get the rebound. And Redbirds will get up and guard the Warriors. Here is Bond. He'll split it up to Huerta. He'll drive the lane, look to the middle, and have it blocked by Stampley.
Nice play there by Stampley, but I'm actually really impressed. That was a really good pass by Bond. He's got to get more involved for the Granite City Warriors. When he's not involved, the team doesn't really feel involved, and he hasn't been really getting himself involved defensively either, which I think is a big piece of it. When I saw them play against Collinsville, he really played like the heart and soul of the team, and he hasn't done that today so far.
Yeah, get it into Brown. Brown shot up no good. Stampley able to get up there and get the rebound. He'll get it to Jones and get it to Elliott. Elliott to Jones. Work it around to Elliott. He'll dribble. Get it over to Macias on the wing. Back to Elliott. That's kind of a 3-2 look from the Warriors. Here's Macias to Elliott. Back to Macias. He'll drive baseline. Had the ball deflected by Gaston. And Macias now to Stampley way out there. Fading, heavily contested 3. Airballed it. Good defensive possession from the Warriors. Bond will bring it up. He'll drive the lane, get by Macias. Red Seas part for him. Fouled and one.
Just talked about how Trayvon Bond needs to get involved. That's how he does it right there. And Alton, whenever they gave that 8-0 run up to Granite City in the first quarter, they allowed Trayvon Bond to just dribble right through the defense there. It was a bad possession for Alton. Granite City's defense started to finally do what it's hoping to accomplish.
Yeah, Bond averaging 9 points a game in the tournament, and that was his first bucket here. As played a decent amount of time in this third quarter, and he will make the free throw. Get to 3 of 5 on the tournament, not on the year. get it up to Macias. They're going to look to trap, get it to Elliott.
Double dribble, yep.
Yeah.
He dribbled it first, and I understand he didn't feel like he had gotten full control of the ball, but unfortunately it looked like he did, and that's not the most impressive turnover there from Alton.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a sluggish start to the first half from the Redbirds, but they still have the lead. No major cause for concern. Just got to keep doing what you were doing in the first half. The inbound will come into Bond for the Warriors.
Oh,
as,
he's on the floor. He doesn't know where he's at. Oh, he tried the nice pass, a kick ball. Wow.
Yeah, Stampley kind of slipped. Not really anything that Bond did, but
I got some hoots and hollers from the crowd there.
Yeah, of course. You got a guy to fall, even if it isn't really anything you did. Like, yeah, I broke his ankles, absolutely. Huerta will trigger the inbound. They're going to work it into Bond in the quarter. He'll get it to Brown. He'll give it right back. Bond will pull it from 3. Not a bad-looking shot, but unable to fall. Here is Jones to Elliott. He'll drive the lane. Nice pass to Taylor. Shot up or Jones, pardon me, shot up and good.
Yeah, we talked about
first bucket and yeah, go ahead.
Well, Tyreus Jones hasn't played that well in these last couple of games. He had a great game against Quincy, as looks like it's Gaston who comes back. But if he can get more involved, just like the rest of them, just like Bond needs to be for Granite City,
the pressure,
a good deal.
Yeah, pressure getting a steal there. Here's Brown. He'll throw a shot up. No good. Stampley with the rebound. He'll bring it up, push it to, that is Taylor. Nice baseline pass to Jones, now to Macias.
One more Macias. He didn't see him. Byron Stampley was wide open there on the three-point line, and he just missed him.
Yeah, looked to drive, and Granite able to close it off and wound up traveling. We'll see Everidge come back in, I think. Yep. They drive the lane, pass into Brown. A little too far into the basket, but he'll get bailed out by the foul call. Coach Moore barking out instructions. Foul is on Byron Stampley, and we'll see Mario Brown shoot some free throws.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls here from either team, you know. There's a bit of a blown coverage there on that shot, and that's what led to the 3-on-2 break for Granite City. But I don't think anyone's going to be in massive foul trouble in this game. I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah,
but
Brown,
you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to put anyone to the line.
Yeah,
Brown, you know, like Jordan Pickett last night with Bevel East. You don't want to put these gentlemen to the line. They will make every free throw. That's just what they do.
Yeah,
There's some players that just have that in them.
And Mario Brown up to 6 of 7 and now 7 of 8. So yeah, you don't want to have him. You don't want to have him shooting free throws a lot if you're Alton. But they'll break the press, get it to Macias, back to Everidge, and he stepped on the baseline, but he was pushed by Gaston. That's his first. Score tied at 26, 4:24 left.
Everidge put in some good minutes for Alton earlier in that first half. That helped him get back into the game, and so I think it's smart for Dudley to have brought him back into the game. We'll see what he's able to do in the second half.
Yeah. Here is Elliott. He'll get it to Everidge. Back to Elliott. He'll dribble things, being closely guarded by Dowell. Get it in the corner to Macias. He'll get it back to Stampley as a team walks in. There is Everidge, and they'll rotate around to Macias. 13 on the shot clock. Get it into Taylor. Back out to Macias. Work it out to Taylor and get it to Everidge. Quick 3, banked off the glass, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. There is Bond. He'll drive the lane. Get it out to somebody for 3, no good. That was Dowell.
Dowell, Milton Dowell there.
Yeah, and they will bring it up, the Alton Redbirds. There is a Euro step, just a little short from Everidge. Cleared out by Gaston. He'll lose the ball and recovered by the Redbirds. Here is Elliott. He'll drive the lane, get it over to Everidge. He'll try and hop step through and travel with the basketball. See Boyer come in for the Warriors. He'll come in for Huerta, and we'll also see Alvin Valentine re-enter as Gaston will take a seat.
I'm very interested to see what you think about this. When we saw Granite City play Collinsville a couple of weeks ago, we saw Granite City play really slow. And I understand Alton's pressing them right now, but they're playing a fast-paced game. Maybe I think the shot clock has probably affected them in their points per game this season, or in this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, just sort of Granite City kind of a team that'll kind of adjust their pace to what the other team can do, and they have the capabilities to do that. They can play a more deliberate half-court game if they think it'll suit them, and they can get up and down a little more if they feel like that'll help. maybe a little too far into the basket there was Mario Brown, but able to get the basket up and good. He's up to 12 points now. And thrown out of bounds there by Jamion Everidge. Turnover to the Redbirds, and Coach Dudley will take a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in that amount of time here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville K-Hawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
We welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, 28-26 in favor of the Granite City Warriors. They have the basketball, and they'll inbound to Trayvon Bond. He'll get it up to Gaston, guarded by Stampley. He'll dribble things and get it over to Valentine. Valentine will get it back to Gaston. Survey things and look to get it to Bond. Nothing there. He'll take it himself. They have traveled, get it into Boyer. He'll throw it back out. Eventually recovered by Valentine, out of Bond. Over in the corner, guy left on the wing for three, no good. Rebound will eventually come out to the Warriors. Brown there with the rebound. He'll get it back from Bond. Back to Bond, he'll pull it from three. Got it! Trayvon Bond now up to 6 points, and the lead is 5 for the Warriors at 31-26.
We talked about second chance points and Alton losing the rebound battle. That was a big missed rebound there, and Grand City cash in on the second chance points.
Yeah, there is Stampley. He'll get it on the corner and get it back to Elliott. Elliott will survey things, get a little bit of a screen there from Jones. Get it around to Everidge. Everidge will attempt a Euro step through, but he was fouled. Probably going to get it on Boyer. He's a little confused about it. Coach Moore's not thrilled about it either. Or no, they're actually going to give it to Valentine. That's his second, team third. Macias will trigger the inbound. Get it quickly into Everidge. Get it to Taylor. Back to Everidge. There to Everidge. Dribble the lane. Attempted to get it into Elliott, but Brown able to clamp onto it. He'll get it to Bond. Bond throws it to Coach Moore.
Yep, throws it to Coach Moore. And he played for the Trinidad and Tobago national team back in the day, but I don't think he was hoping to get the basketball there. He was very frustrated.
Yeah, Tyrus Jones.
Just some rough turnovers from both teams here, and
yeah, Granite especially were affected by it in the first half. Alton have had their fair share in the second half as well. Macias will bring it up, get it to Stampley. He'll throw it over the top to Elliott, get it to Macias. He'll drive baseline, pass into Taylor. He'll get it back out to Stampley. Stampley for three, no good. And Valentine will just let the ball go out of bounds. Will be Warrior possession.
Well, number 12 for Alton, Kobe Taylor, has done a good job in this game when he's been aggressive. That time he just passed it back out for Stampley for another three, which we've learned in this tournament is not the way to go, and it's not been the way to go for Alton in this game. He needs to turn around and try to attack the basket there, especially when you're getting the ball in the high post in a zone. That's the perfect spot to attack.
Yeah, Bond will survey things as we drop under a minute to go. Bond pretty closely guarded by Macias. Get into Boyer, and he'll lose the ball. Kind of dribbled into a double team there. That is Jones. He'll get it to Elliott, and the Redbirds will reset. Macias will get it on the corner, get it back to Elliott. He'll survey things, get it in the high post to Taylor, and he is fouled. Probably going to get Valentine on that one. That'll be his second. See where to come back in. Oh, that's actually his third. Fourth on the Warriors. Huerta will come in to replace him.
I guess I was wrong about teams maybe having some foul trouble, not having any foul trouble here, but Alvin Valentine's probably the exception. Alton could really use a bucket here at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, get it into Taylor. Back out to Jones. Get to Elliott. Shot clock off.
And Dylan Dudley saying he's going to hold for one shot here, and it could be a nice play for them to go into the fourth quarter for.
And get a little bit of momentum if you can get a good shot here. Referee picks up some sort of loose piece of debris. Coach Elliott waiting there, and he's directing traffic. 7 seconds, got to go now. 5,
pulled one of the
4,
shorts.
3, 2, no good. Stampley in there, contested 3. Got it though. Nice shot there by Byron Stampley. He's up to 8 points now. And the lead just 2 for the Warriors as we head into the fourth quarter.
So you want
back in 60 seconds here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Welcome back into Verba Fletcher Gymnasium. Lead just 2 for the Warriors as they outscored the Warriors by a score of 12-8 in that third quarter. Lead is 31-29. It will be Redbird basketball on the inbound. Coach Dudley giving Kyrus Jones some instruction. Inbound will come into Macias.
And he told his team, we have to win these type of games. That's what he was saying on the bench very emphatically during that third quarter. He actually helped kind of them in that play. That was a really nice play where they overloaded the side on the zone to get that three-pointer. He tugged one of the shirts of his kids to get him in the right position.
Yeah, get it in there. Macias in the corner. Lost his dribble, but he'll get it back out to Taylor. Taylor will get it back out to Elliott. Elliott will survey things. 8 seconds left. Get it into Taylor. Shot up. No good. Maybe got a little too far under the basket. Warriors will clear in the form of Trayvon Bond.
Still a better shot than taking a 3 there. I like when Kobe Taylor's playing aggressive, and he's been open multiple times. He was open there twice on the same possession.
Man, he's had a pretty good game. They'll work it into, that was Brown, and he'll get fouled probably by Macias, and it will be. That's his second.
And it looks like Mario Brown is going to be over his average today of 13.5 points per game. He's got 14. He leads all scorers.
Yeah,
or not 12, I'm sorry. So he hasn't gotten past his average, but
you'd think he'd probably get at least one more bucket by the end of proceedings.
And Granite City are going to have to score here to win this game.
Yeah, get it in there. Ball knocked loose, no call. Full shot clock, so no major hurry. Brown will survey things and take it back out and kind of isolate. He'll drive middle, but he traveled. And just trying to got it isolated there in the corner. Not a bad idea. You think, well, I could probably take this guy, but wasn't able to synchronize the dribbling of the basketball with the movement of the feet, and it'll be Redbird basketball. Elliott and Macias will play catch against this 1-2-2 trap. There is Elliott. He'll work it in the corner. Jones pretty wide open. A little long there, and it will be off of Stampley, as we'll see Jamion Everidge come back in, as Macias will have a little bit of a rest.
I don't think Alton is going to win this game by shooting through that. That was a decent three-point attempt, and Tyreus Jones has hit the 3 before in this tournament. We saw him against Quincy hit a couple of those. But if you're Alton, you've got to try to find a way, again, to break down that zone. And Dylan Dudley's offense has been doing that a couple of times. You need to have those layups because the three-pointers have not been falling for the Redbirds today.
No, it's just 2 of 10 in the first half, and I don't know if they've made one here in the second half. Warriors will get it. Gaston over in the corner to Bond, back to Gaston, back to Huerta, who's had been a bit quiet here in the second half. He'll survey things and look to get it to Bond. 7 on the shot clock, get it to Brown. Brown will isolate, drive little, run over a guy, no call either way. Gets his own rebound, shot up, and will fall. Mario Brown up to 14 points now, matching his number. The lead is 4 for the Warriors.
I personally like that charge take myself, but unfortunately when he didn't get the call, it took himself out of the play, and Alton couldn't get the rebound.
Yeah, a little bit of a scramble there, but Stampley will come up with it. He'll get it to Everidge. Everidge to Elliott. They'll work it into Everidge. He'll work it down there, get it back out to Taylor, for three, just a little bit short. And that actually went off of Brown, and so it will stay with the Redbirds with a fresh 35.
When we talk about some of Granite City's best players, we're talking about Mario Brown and Trayvon Bond. There's an issue with Granite City with scoring because some of their best players can't hold on to the basketball. Coming into this game in this tournament, Mario Brown and Trayvon Bond, 9 turnovers each in 2 games played. That's not going to be good enough for Granite City to win games in the future.
Yeah, Redbirds are going to work the ball around, get it over to Taylor. Taylor now to Everidge. Over to Stampley, he'll bluff the three, get it to Taylor in the corner for Jones. He'll make a nice move there, gets his own rebound, shot up and good. Paris Jones with a hustle rebound. Warriors didn't box out, the lead back down to 2. Jones up to 4 points now. There is Bond, he'll get it to Dowell. He'll work it into Brown. He'll get reset, get it back to Dowell, and he'll get it to Bond. Bond will survey things. Not being particularly closely guarded by Elliott. He'll come up and get a ball screen from Huerta. Redbirds will switch, get it to Brown. He'll survey things on the wing, get it back to Bond. He'll pull up for 3. Got it. Trayvon Bond with his third. Trayvon Bond with another 3-pointer. He's up to 9 points now. They'll lead back out to 5 for the Warriors. They'll work it into Elliott. Dowell being pretty aggressive up at the top of the zone. Get it to Stampley, and he'll give it back, and he'll get it right back. He'll clear out that side and get it to Taylor. 13 on the shot clock. Work it over in the corner to Elliott. Elliott guarded by Huerta. He'll drive the lane, take a hop step, got fouled, probably by Huerta. Basket unable to fall, but we'll see Hassani Elliott shoot some free throws where he is just 5 of 10 on the year.
And also 1 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half. Got to make these free throws here, Elliott. That was a big shot by Trayvon Bond, and that's what your best players can do. Alton are allowing Granite City to take those sort of threes, and Bond has shown the range in this tournament.
First one from Elliott up and good. Get it back down to 4. Shot up and good, so Elliott making them both here in the solid opportunity there. Lead back down to 3. Bond will bring it up for the Warriors, guarded pretty closely by Everidge.
Dylan Dudley just said 1 stop, and I agree. This is the biggest defensive possession for Alton in this game.
Yeah, Everidge getting out there being active. They're going to get it to Dowell. He'll drive baseline, work it over in the corner, deflected. Warriors will be able to keep it. Step back 3, air ball. Not really a super high-quality shot there, and the Redbirds have a chance to cut it to 1 or even tie it. They'll work it in the corner to Taylor. He'll survey things, work it around, back out towards the top of the key, get it over in the corner for Jones. Jones will get it to Stampley. He'll get it to Taylor, who will get it to Everidge. Everidge. Back to Taylor, back to Everidge. 10 on the shot clock. Gonna work the ball around. Everidge drives baseline, shot up. Just a little rush, hit the bottom of the rim. And Bond will bring it up. Got a stop ball here, and he'll just go right around him and take the shot. Trayvon Bond up to 11 points now, and that's the second time this game he's been able to just get right through to the rim, and we have a correct but maybe a little bit of a late foul call. We'll see who they get this on. Looks like it'll be on Dowell, his first, team 6th. Maybe a little bit of an interesting thing there for the Warriors trying to see as Coach Moore will take a 60-second timeout. We'll take a break and be back in just a minute here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and, of course, the Collinsville K-Hawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a K-Hawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
And we welcome you back into the K-Hawk Sports Network broadcast booth. 38-33 in favor of the Granite City Warriors with just over 3 to play. Matt, if you're Alton, what do you have to do to put yourself in a position to win this game?
Well, I don't know if it's anything about Alton. I mean, they're going to continue to press. They're going to continue to get in Granite City's face. They've got to make sure they stop the drive. But for Alton, it's a little bit more mental. They've got to remember what they did against Oakville last night in a tough game against a good team in Oakville who's got a couple good players in Colby Noblet and Tommy Hennessy. They won it close. And Alton, in terms of being as a program, they've got to believe that they can win these close games. And if they win 2 of these close games in a row and come back and get a statement victory here over Granite City, that's going to prove to be a great second half of the season, I think, for Dylan Dudley.
Yeah, and maybe, get back into, maybe you can get into conference play and see if you can maybe steal a win off of a Belleville West or somebody like that. Everidge with the ball. He'll get it to, that is Jones. He'll get it. Nice high-low action there to Elliott. Shot up and good. Asani Elliott with up to 5 points now. Lead back down to 3. Redbirds need a stop here. Huerta will bring it up for the Warriors.
Alton have dried the shot clock out a lot on their offense. They're going to have to start taking a couple more quick shots, and they're going to need to make some tough shots, maybe some three-pointers here down the stretch.
Yeah, Huerta surveying things. Guarded pretty closely by Jones. He'll get it over in the corner to Brown. Brown will drive the lane. Cut off there. Get it to Gaston. Nice shot up in there. A double clutch layup. Back up to 5. Redbirds really keying in on Brown, and that's kind of opened up opportunities for some of the other Warriors players. Here is Everidge. He'll get it to Jones in the corner. He'll get it back to Everidge. Everidge will pull it for 3. Just a little bit off. There's that quicker shot, but at this point, you're going to have to start making those. Bond will bring it up.
This could be the dagger here for Granite City.
Yeah,
in a game where they haven't played very well,
they
might just be able to get it taken care of.
Yeah, 1-4 set. They're going to run that. See, Brown will survey things, get it to Bond.
Running the flex here, Granite City.
Flex, a little bit of a flex offense look. Cross screen, they'll down screen for Dow. He'll drive the lane, hop step under the lane, good.
Ivan Gaston,
Shades of the 1997 Utah Jazz. The lead back out to 7, and that may just be about it. And Coach Dudley will take a timeout. It will be a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for K-Hawk fans, before, after, or even during K-Hawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows K-Hawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, K-Hawk fans' pub of choice.
We welcome you back. 77 seconds left, and the lead is 7 for the Granite City Warriors, 42-35. It will be Redbird basketball. I mean, you got to get a score here, get a stop, and then preferably a 3. Get it. I mean, still a 3-possession game, no matter how you slice it. Gonna have to move in a little bit of a hurry. Everidge will get it over on the wing, guarded by Brown. Running kind of a double screen set for Stampley. That one way off.
Wow, great set there by Dudley. Great set by Dylan Dudley out of the timeout. Stampley's got to make that 3.
Yep. And Brown will drive the lane and be fouled. Or actually, no, they're going to call him for a travel. Yeah, I mean, a really nice set play. Screened the top and ran the double screen on the top of the zone. Stampley was as open as you could ask for, just unable to make the shot. Everidge will bring it up, minute left. Guess not, hypothetically not over yet, but you absolutely have to get a bucket here. Elliott will get it. Survey things. Going to have to go in a little bit more of a hurry than they are now. Everidge get it into Taylor. Taylor will drive the lane. Floater there, blocked by Huerta. Great defensive possession, and that will just about do it, you would think. They'll get it to Huerta. He's able to lose it. Alton bringing the trap, and Stampley will foul Brown in the backcourt. Redbirds with a couple fouls to give, so not a bad idea. Stampley will pick up his second.
And with fouls to give, that gives you more opportunities to trap and maybe force a turnover. We've said Granite City haven't held on to the ball very well here, so it's not dead and gone for Alton. But if they get the first catch, you probably got to foul really fast.
Yeah, you gotta get it in there now, get the trap, and there we go. That'll be on Everidge. That'll be his second. All in all, maybe a little bit of a disappointing run for Alton, but after a horror season last year, to see them just win 4 games, Coach Dudley come in, and these sort of things take time. They got to steal off the inbound.
And that's an
foul,
and one. Wow.
One. Well, hold on a minute here, folks. Let me not get too far ahead of myself. Everidge up to 12 points. Lead back down to 5, make it down to 4. Fouls on Bond. That'll be his second.
Yeah. Trayvon Bond, he's an experienced guard here, and he's played varsity since he's a freshman. You want to expect someone like that to make that kind of mistake. It could be a 4-point game here. Need to make the free throw. Jamion Everidge has had a very good game today.
Yeah. And it'll rattle around and fall in. Back up to 4. And Redbirds will pick up full court man-to-man. Got a press here. And they're going to get the foul there. Maybe
harsh, but that's okay.
Maybe a little bit soft, but there you go. And now you got one more to give. They're going to get it to Taylor. That's his second. Nobody on the Redbirds really in major foul trouble. Nobody with more than 2. They're going to have to face guard the inbound, get it in, and a quick foul there. Not really sure that you want to foul Brown, one of the better free throw shooters in the tournament. Foul on Stampley. That'll be his third. And yeah. Smart job there by Granite City getting into probably their best free throw shooter.
I would say, and that's just a little bit unfortunate, but Alton aren't going to give up to the final buzzer. And I tell you what, I think this tournament has proven to Alton that they've had a tough schedule. He missed the free throw, so I'll let it go here.
Yeah, missed the front end. Maybe a little bit of an opportunity here.
Wow! He missed the layup. Oh, dear.
Man, and Elliott will pick up the foul there now. That's as good as look as you could hope for. Get it down to 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, Sonny Elliott will be kicking himself.
Well, Hassani Elliott is a left-handed player. He's not very good with his right, and he had to take that right-handed layup and just missed it. They had the best opportunity there because Mario Brown's not going to miss again, but maybe he will. Who knows?
You wouldn't think, but if nothing else, you're running some valuable time off the clock. And, yeah, Brown not going to miss 2 in a row. Gets that one back up to 5, and you would think that would pretty much be all she wrote for the Redbirds. But all in all, they've shown some improvement. Yeah, they have missed the second one there. They really have shown some improvement. Stampley with a forced step-back 3, no good. Scramble for the ball. We're going to have a foul on one of the Redbirds players, Stampley or Elliott, I think. And they are going to give it to Stampley. And see Trayvon Bond come down to shoot some free throws. Bond, 2 of 4 coming in. Did not go to the free throw line in the first half.
Yeah. And what I was going to say when Mario Brown was shooting those free throws, listen, Alton's a good team. They've obviously had some really rough years in the past. I still remember when they beat Rayshon here and won the regional championship about 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And Dylan Dudley's trying to create a culture. He's trying to create a big program. He's going to take a timeout here, and that's the kind of attitude you want from a coach. You don't want a coach that just gives up. He says, hey, there's still 7.2 seconds left. We're going to play till the final buzzer.
Yeah, that's something that Alton have done very well. Even Quincy, they never really got after it. Be a full timeout. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Go ahead and have that final 7 seconds for you in just a minute on the K-Hawk Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience. Choose Lakeside.
We will give you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. 7.2 seconds left. See Trayvon Bond shoot some free throws. Mundelein and Altoff waiting in the wings, and what should be a pretty interesting matchup. Bond will take his time. All four of the other Warriors back. Bond will make that one, get the lead back out to 7. Bond up to a pretty solid 13 points. Drives the lane, shot up off the side of the backboard. And Granite City will survive, improve their record to get it to 6-8. Alton will fall to 2-11, but really, you know, obviously going, you know, they were able to get a win, and there's some things that you can build upon.
Positives.
Yeah.
There are positives here for Alton. And listen, they did it shorthanded.
Yeah,
every game. They didn't have their full squad in any game that they played in this tournament. Blake Hall coming back in a couple of weeks. That'll help their three-point shooting, which was obviously off the mark today.
Provide some size as well.
Yeah, and they just listen, Alton still have a long way to go, and it's a young team, and we'll have to see what they do.
A lot of sophomores.
Yeah, a lot of sophomores, and so now you go into the second half of the season, you got to say, okay, what did we do well here, and what can we work on? I think Dylan Dudley, out of all the Alton coaches that I've seen, has a really good opportunity to create a culture here at Alton, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah, Alton, the program with a fair amount of tradition, but have really struggled the past couple of years. Going to, you know, is trying to get things back to where they were. You know, back in that 2019 team that went, you know, that were a pretty consistent team that were going to win 20 games and contend for a regional. But that'll be all for us in this one. It'll be Todd Duque and Matthew Clark taking you through that Mundelein Altoff game. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes or so for the start of that one. We'll see y'all in just a little bit.